we getting from the garden centre, Claire?
It's actually not to eat. This is what we used to call it when I was a kid, yellow flag. I'll find out what it's really called. This is for banks to the pond.
Why?
These love water. And I'm looking for things to go next to my pond.
Why?
Kind of native things. Because just to help with the cleaning of it and the filtration and get a bit more life in there. Now, so this is 3-cornered leek. I was actually looking for the wild garlic, but this we can do something with later.
Well, garlic would be nice, but it's good to
More oniony.
but it's good to use what's available.
Yeah, true. We did come across some wild garlic, but it's just a bit difficult to pick it.
Should you get it flowering or before it flowers?
I don't know, maybe it is better before it flowers. There's some here.
Lovely next to this little mini stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can really smell it. It smells just like chives, doesn't it?
Let's try this. A little more than oniony.
How much do you need?
A couple of handfuls. There. Hello. Will you come for some grass? Oh, you won't stick your head over. Then we have a problem, my friend. Oh, sorry.
You need to get the long ones, Claire.
Rooney, you get a touch off that electric fence, you know about it. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's clearly not on.
Why can't he? What's he doing?
I don't know.
He's done nothing more. You don't like it? You want a carrot?
It mustn't be on. We'll bring a carrot next time, won't we, Roo? Oh, Roo has to give him the kisses. Give him the kisses, Roo.
The white one has no interest.
White one doesn't like us, really. No, that thing isn't on at all. Well testing it now, or else Rooney's going to get the shock of her life.
Look at Rudy's back leg. What? Did she just hang it up on it?
Test the fence. Nancy, the fence isn't on at all. We can break out.
Love the accent, Claire.
No.
So how'd you get on, Claire?
Good. We have a few bits got. I'm going to go down now and pick a few fresh nettles from our nettle patch.
How about our own 3-corner leeks?
We do have a few.
What's Toffee doing?
I'm in the tree.
Toffee thinks she's 15.
Toffee thinks she's a monkey. Hey, Todd. Oh, look at you go. Good girl.
What are you doing? She's trying to look young on the camera. Where were?
Here.
Oh yes. We got a few of these little beauties. That's one pile of them.
So back to the homegrown nettle patch, and this is a good time actually. The last time it was a little bit late. They were just starting to go to seed. So I'm going to just take the tips off these and I'll show you what we're going to do. morning! It's a beautiful morning again. We had horrendous rain yesterday, so I'm in great form.
Leeks
Anyway,
everywhere.
you saw we went for a walk.
Leeks everywhere. Did you get it?
Anyway, and I thought on our walk we might pick some things that we might do for breakfast. So I've picked some 3-cornered leek. Here, I remember this as a kid, eating this as a kid. Do you remember eating this as a kid?
Nope.
What? Okay, you didn't live.
We went to the shops.
Okay.
We didn't go
It
to
has
the
beautiful flowers
fields.
actually. I'm just looking at the lovely flowers. It's actually very pretty. And also a pile of nettles. So I'm going to do 2 recipes with these. I'm going to do 2 types of pesto. I'm going to do pesto with the 3-cornered leek, and I'm going to do pesto with the nettles, which I've wanted to do for a while since we did the nettle soup last time. So we'll try a bit of that on a bit of Rob's sourdough bread, and it'll be looking good. Rob's also going to do something amazing for you. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to tackle these 3-cornered leeks. Some of these we got from our own driveway, so I know they're fine. And the other was from our country roadside here. So I am just going to give them a quick wash in the sink before we do anything. If you just get them in your own fields or yards or whatever, you're probably okay. I'm going to use half of these. Rob, I think you need some for your recipe, don't you? Do you need 2 handfuls?
Yeah, whatever's left, it's grand.
So I'll leave some for Rob. And I'm going to just chop these. So I'm hoping for about kind of 2 handfuls from these if I can. Flowers are so pretty. So I'm going to put them into the mixer. They're just not particularly finely chopped, although my mixer isn't great. So we'll see what happens. 2.5 handfuls there. There we go. Now, a lot of these pesto recipes call for pine nuts. I did actually have pine nuts, so I'm going to use those. I also had walnuts. But as lots of people said, it doesn't really matter what you use.
Where did pine nuts come from there?
I don't know, but I think that's the issue.
They're a
is
bit
pine nuts
salty or something?
are a bit more expensive than other nuts. And somebody actually in a comment I was reading about this recipe was saying that actually you can just use sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are the cheapest you can get, and you can use them for any pesto.
Well, I'm
Anyway.
saying is those pine nuts taste very briny. Have you tasted them?
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you taste them?
Yeah, I don't know if they're good.
Oh yeah.
So you might need to adjust the recipe. Unless they're gone off, then you shouldn't use them. Are they gone off?
Oh, it does seem to that.
Hang on, let me check up an alternative.
I don't have anything else, Rob. That will do. So we've just discovered the pine nuts are gone off.
Almonds are very good, Claire.
Yeah, I don't have any.
We do have ground almonds.
Oh, ground almonds.
But what do you do with the pine nuts? You grind them, don't you?
Oh, I suppose I could.
Yeah, give it a go.
Pine nuts are gone off. Sorry about that, lads. It
Right.
tastes pretty rough.
Walnuts, cashews, pistachios, hazelnuts, any nut really, Claire.
So now I'm a bit stuck because I want to keep the walnuts, which I hope are okay. Yeah, I want to keep the walnuts for the nettle one. There's no ground almonds. Okay, so no almonds. So I'm just going to have to use some of this.
Ground almonds on the other side. The baking side.
So Rob has suggested using
Fine.
almonds. Anyway, I don't know. Let's see what you need. You need 2 tablespoons. We'll try it. This one is a disaster. Right. 2 tablespoons of ground almonds. Shit, I got that wrong.
What?
It's only meant to be 50 grams. I don't know, I just did 2 tablespoons because that was for the nettle one.
2 tablespoons is exactly 50.
Right. 2 tablespoons of ground almonds. Then we've cheese and we've lemon juice and we've olive oil. Rob, am I putting the cheese in? See, I like there's little ingredients if I don't put the cheese in.
I wouldn't be bothered, but if you want to, go for it.
I'll try the cheese in this one, and I won't put the cheese in the other one. So 50 grams of cheese. I'm using Parmesan. Rob, not a huge cheese person. I could put cheese in everything, on top of everything. The smelliest cheese, the most moldy cheese going. Rob would have a canary. So, and then the juice of a lemon. So I've got a lemon here. I just need to juice it. Where's the juicer? I'm starving.
Are you?
Yeah. I am truly starving. Right, the juice of a lemon. I think I'm just going to put half a lemon in because a whole lemon sounds like a lot. There's quite a few seeds in this, so I'm just going to sieve out the seeds. Lemon and olive oil. 50 ml. How am I going to measure 50 ml? So 10 teaspoons, I guess. How many teaspoons in a tablespoon? You know what? I'm going to go with...
Holy shit, that's a lot of cheese fat, isn't it?
50 grams.
Is it?
So I'm kind of guessing this because I don't really know what 50 ml is, but I'm going to do 2 and see what happens. That's the ends.
Oh.
We're going to flip it up.
Are you sure that was 50 grams of cheese?
Yeah.
That looks like a lot of cheese.
Look at that! Oh, babies. That smells awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a spoon. God, I can't believe how creamy it's gone, but I guess that's the cheese. It's gorgeous.
You're gonna like it.
It is cheesy. I won't put cheese in the other one. So, it is cheesy.
Is that the nettles, yeah?
No, nettles next. But it's lovely. It's like a kind of almost like a real creamy, sour taste off it. Do you want to taste it?
Oh, I get the smell. It's a very smelly cheese.
God, I didn't put the whole lemon in.
Mm.
Nice. I don't like there's kind of a yogurt taste off it almost.
Yeah. Oh, there is an aftertaste from that cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
So you're just not a cheese person.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so this will do. And we'll try the next one. So how simple is that? Just cheese. The people call that wild garlic, but it's actually not. It's actually 3-cornered leek. I'm looking for wild garlic too, and I have found where I can get some, or I know the location, but I need to go out and pick it properly from a clean roadside. Where I found it is actually on a busy road. And actually it's a little bit late now, because I don't know if it's the same with the wild garlic. Probably not. It's better if you get it before it flowers, I think. It's like a hummus.
I could go with a hummus. 3-cornered leek hummus. Chickpeas. Is there anybody else like me that's just not
Cheesy.
cheesy?
Well, you are cheesy, but not
Grilled,
huge.
grilled cheese I like on pizza. And mozzarella I really like. But the smelly stuff.
No.
Parmigiano, proper Parmigiano I think is nice in small doses on pizza
Yeah.
or pasta.
So I just washed out the mixer because Rob isn't a big fan of cheese, and we're going to have a go with the nettle one. I need a glove for the nice.
Look at a presentation from Claire. How about that?
Can't see the flowers.
We can, of course.
Oh yeah, that's really good. If you like cheese, that's a really nice one.
Looks like a mint milkshake. Doesn't smell like it. There's a lot of stalks going in.
They're not the last time we made something with them. They were some of them were going to seed, so they were really thick. These ones I'm not going to worry about. I'm not washing these. These are from my little nettle pile. I did take you out to show you. Whoa! Except that that's not meant to go in there.
You want to get creatures off it, surely, Claire?
There's no creatures on it. I gave them all a shake. Right, nettles in. See, a lot of the stalks haven't even opened, so they're super new. Okay, maybe we'll go with that. Nettles in. 2 tablespoons of nuts. This time we're using walnuts. The recipe that I was following says that you can just use the nettles straight off. However, Rob feels that perhaps they need to be blanched to get rid of the sting, and we see that on other recipes. So just to be sure, I'm going to tip them all into a bowl with boiling water and to take the sting out. Right, so I've just put the whole lot into here. They're all nicely soaked in the water. 90 seconds.
Nice.
So you're adding a bit of moisture to this now, but anyway, we'll see what happens. We made nettle soup this time last year, and after I'd made it, I read so many articles about how incredibly good nettle soup is, and that we should all be having nettle soup. For your immune system and full of so many amazing vitamins, you should all have it when it's the season for it. So go out and pick your nettles. Right, there's my blanched nettles. 2 tablespoons of walnuts. Just like, I don't know if I should put more or less, but anyway. 1. I'll put them all in. 2. A clove of garlic. I've got a rather large clove of garlic here. Large. So I'm going to just chop it because just to help the mixer a little bit. Alright, garlic in. Half a cup of oil and salt and lemon. So half a cup of oil. That's actually a third of a cup. And I'm not going to put the cheese into this one. So we're going to see, maybe we don't need as much oil either.
That looks super cool, Fire.
I know what I forgot.
Salt.
Salt and lemon. So we'll put in a little bit of salt. I'll just put a squeeze of lemon for now. I definitely don't think we needed any more oil. That isn't meant to happen. I'm just missing.
That's a handy way to taste it, isn't it?
Oh yeah. A handy way.
Right. You can keep your cheesy spoon.
Well,
seems to be missing a kick.
missing more
I would put seasoning, salt and pepper. I'd even maybe add a little bit of chili flakes. You want to try?
do you think it needs more salt?
Yes. And pepper, I would say. Bit of chili flakes.
Yeah, they're nice. This is what you call
smoked chili flakes.
deviating from the recipe.
This is getting excited with the flavours.
Make our own. But it's there, but it's just not quite there.
Alright, let's give this a whirl. Or maybe the stuff we tasted from the top Claire hadn't any of the seasoning. So.
Let me see. Oh,
I don't know which one.
that's mine anyway.
This?
I think it's quite nice, but it's actually gone quite watery, and I wonder is that because I blanched the nettles? Now, I would have done it anyway, but maybe then I didn't need to add as much oil to it, you know? Oh, there's a taste there now, alright. That's lovely, actually.
I'd still
like
give
that
it
now.
more of this.
Lemon?
Yeah. But then, I like the kick of the chili at the back. I'd add some of this just to take the moisture out, to give it more texture.
I think there's enough nuts taste, really.
You're making it wetter though.
I suppose.
So that'll be good. Actually, you know what? Just mix it by hand now. Don't blend it anymore.
So yeah, it's just a little bit more watery than I wanted.
That's a good consistency now, Claire, with the almonds, isn't it? Actually, this hasn't been stirred. Sure, it hasn't.
No.
Smoked chili just makes everything amazing, doesn't it?
The chili does add, that smoked chili is just unreal. I'm not a big chili person, but that is lovely.
I still think it needs more salt. Tastes, maybe it's okay as it is.
Bit of cheese. Anyway, what we could do is we could put a small bit back in and put a bit of cheese with it.
If you want.
So I'm going to take a little bit out. Oh, where's the thing?
You know, maybe the
It doesn't
nettles.
taste the cheese.
Maybe the nettles just doesn't have the same flavour as a three-cornered leek.
No, it probably doesn't have the oniony taste.
Yeah. I think I
It's meant to be very good
I imagine that being good on a base like with some bacon and poached egg.
Yeah.
But on its own, there's maybe no flavour.
So we made one with cheese. I think possibly the cheesy one is better. But I see now why they need cheese. Like it needs something. So we did one cheese and one without cheese. They're both very interesting. They're both something I would definitely put on my bread.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
So, just very different taste.
Next.
Right, so Rob, what's your recipe, honey?
I need to get the chickens. You tidy up there, Claire. We'll be back in a minute with some supplies.
Quack, quack, quack. They love me. Quack, quack, quack. What are you all doing, guys? Gals? First things first. We need a few eggs for my simple little recipe. And what do we got? We have one here. Hello, ladies. We got a few here. Huh? Right. We're gonna put these aside and we're gonna let them out. And they're all keen to get out. Come on. Come on. We open up this gate, which hopefully we might fix later. And look at these guys, they're running for the pool. They are so excited. It's always Blondie in front. She was always the one that loved the water the most. And straight in. Look at these guys. Hopefully they'll have a little play and eat some slugs from our garden.
Okay folks, this is going to be one of the easiest and most straightforward recipes you can get if you want to get involved in foraging from your hedgerow, really. If you have chickens, that's even better. I've just been out and we have 5. I am going to put these on my rack over here. So we have a rack here, and when we get new eggs, we write the date on them. And then, it's what?
23.
23. So we put our newest eggs on top. I'm going to take some from the bottom. You hungry, Claire?
Sorry.
Right, pop this fella back. They're very kind of like, there's more yolk to white ratio here, isn't there, Claire?
In the egg?
Yeah.
Really?
Right, so in with some Himalayan. Oh, I got black pepper. We have to grow our own pepper, Claire. Peppercorns. Salt, pepper. Whisk it up. I'm not sure if I'll do an omelette or a scrambled egg, Claire.
Scrambled egg could be nice too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, we have a little bit of cream, unless it's gone off. A little bit of cream. Right, this is whisked. I mean, pretty simple. I am just going to heat up the pan. Cast iron, so that means getting it absolutely as hot as it can go. When it's hot, I'm going to put a little bit of butter in and just coat the cast iron. And I am going to add my leeks. Have these been washed, Claire?
Yeah, I washed them.
The whole part is edible. Flowers and all. I'm just going to go with this.
Flowers might look nice in it actually.
My Claire. Your chickens will be having it, no doubt.
Or the eggs.
Let's get in with the butter. A little bit of olive oil so the butter doesn't brown too early. Throw in our leeks. And we're gonna let them just saute, I suppose, just break down a little bit. Then we go in with our eggs. In the meantime, this isn't our best sourdough. We're experimenting making sourdough in a pan. I'll show you next week the process, how we make our sourdough, because they are sensational. We might even start selling them. But I'm just, how many slices do you want, Claire? 2? I'm just gonna toast these. Right. So now, we're looking good. We're getting a little bit of burn. The butter is beginning to caramelize. We're just gonna very quickly add in our eggs. Now this is going to give a nice little bit of brown to the eggs. Is This is only going to take a few minutes. Say we're probably done just there. Wow, that was fast. Crazy fast.
Oh, I put the toaster back. Do you want me to get out?
No, it's okay. I'm not going to do them that way. So for this toast, we're going for our griddle pan. That gives a very nice coating to sourdough. Whack it on the heat. Piping hot. Let's go. This should be just finishing. The key to a good scrambled egg is to take it off the heat maybe 2 or 3 minutes before it finishes cooking. That way it gets maybe 97% done. You don't want it fully done. 97% is perfect. These guys look good. We are going to very quickly give them a dose of olive oil, rub that in, get a little bit of salt going on, a little bit of pepper, get a little bit of butter, not a lot. Drop that into our griddle pan. Push it along all the ridges. Just so we get a nice covering like that. Face down goes the toast. I don't actually think I can fit all of it in. Damn it, Jim. I'll have to do some maneuvering. Alright, let's get this done. Eggs are looking pretty spot on there now. Quick taste. Yes, buddy. You ready to serve these bad boys up? Right, Claire. Would you like to have some pesto on your toast first?
Yeah, I'll have pesto on my toast.
Alright, what pesto would you like to have on?
The cheesy one.
On both of them, or do you want to mix it up?
Ooh, that's not bad. Maybe nettle on one and leek on the other.
Do you want your scrambled eggs on the side, or?
No, just a little dollop on the top.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, no, Rob, that's loads.
I don't think I want. I might put the pesto on the side. I just want to get the simple flavor. Here we go, guys. A little bit of presentation there. How about that, Claire?
Damn, like the flowers are so beautiful, like, aren't they?
Nice.
It's really pretty.
Right.
I'm starving.
Let's just get this up here. Now, come on.
It looks
let's
delicious.
let's
like,
show
doesn't it?
this.
Absolutely.
How good
delicious.
does that look?
Don't start.
I have to say,
I'm gonna try
the
this.
smell already from
Smells
the
unreal.
from the leek is just unbelievable. It's nice to cook with aromatic things like that. Oh, baby. What a great way to cook sourdough, or cook with sourdough, rather.
Okay. The cheesy egg one is gorgeous.
You think? I'm going to put a little bit on my plate. I think with pesto, it's kind of like sauce. It's just, I think anyway, it's more of a seasoning than an actual ingredient. Yeah, I actually like that yogurty taste from the three-cornered leek pesto.
Okay.
Whatever the ingredient was.
Have you tried that with the egg?
No?
That is unreal. I'll try a little bit of mine.
No, I gave you the
like the
cheesy.
egg.
That's the cheesy one.
Oh, we'll get the cheesy one, so.
Is there a difference, I wonder?
And it just gives it a real earthy flavour. Maybe it's the nuts as well. Isn't it good?
It's very good.
I would have that. I would definitely keep that. And
Wow.
if I was doing egg again, or even just a fried
No, I
egg.
tried it without the eggs.
Oh, no, I know. Sorry, I mean, if you were doing scrambled eggs again, you use that on your bread first.
That is incredible. This nettle pesto we've practically written off.
I know. It's incredible with the egg.
Yeah. And the chili really works, doesn't it? That's unreal. That's unreal how that tastes so bland on its own,
It does, yeah.
but just transforms an ingredient there.
I'd say you could have that with like crisps, maybe.
Yeah.
It is actually more hummus-like when it's solid. Whereas this one turned out, because I suppose of the cheese, more of a...
It's more of a cottage cheese Philadelphia sort of spread, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes a good ingredient, but if you have bread and you want to put that on top of it, I think that's all you want. But if you want to add layers of flavour, I think you want the nettle pesto.
I also think that would be very good with crisps
Yeah.
as well. Oh my god, homemade spreads.
And
The nettle one is so good for you. It's
Yeah.
weird just eating like mushed up nettles here. Full of so many like nutrients.
yeah.
Absolutely delicious. So,
And it's a great way actually to use, especially a good homemade bread with a griddle pan. I think it just adds
nice, yeah.
another
Yeah.
layer than
The bread
just
is lovely.
toasting it and putting butter on it. Which is nice too.
So when you're next out on your walk, stop and pick some nettles in some three-cornered leek and have a go. Because if you're having people over, this would be lovely things to do, wouldn't they?
They look good as
For
well.
dips and stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Huge success. I mean, we kind of tweaked it ourselves with cheese and not cheese and chilies and whatever. But really, really tasty. One for the stall.
Yeah, it is. However, our sourdough is gorgeous, and the scrambled eggs alone are gorgeous. So these just take it to the next level.
It does take it to the next level. So we'll leave it there. And thank you for watching. And thank you. And please comment if you've made anything with these before, or you remember eating those with these when you were younger. I specifically remember eating the three-cornered leek as a child. And
Share with your friends.
yeah.
Like, comment,
Yeah.
tell us what you'd like us to cook. We'll go
If
ahead with that.
anything that you think that we could be doing.
And if you want to get some weekly updates behind the scene, why not become a channel member? And if you want to get some postcards, links are below.
Slán go fóg.
Míle mágat. What's wrong?
Who are you? Where did this go?
I do shave once every 6 months.
Good morning! So you haven't seen much of him lately.
Thanks. Do we need the introduction?
Check please.